Okay, folks, here's another update. Things are changing rapidly around here. Uh, this is only like a couple of hours after I taped the first show. I'm down the street, a mile down the road from my homestead at Acorn Acres. And if you look at the sky behind me across that ridge, the fire is growing. We've got winds coming out of the southeast, blowing it northwest. And luckily, it looks like it's going to skirt our little valley we live in. We have no ash falling on us right now, but the temperatures are 103 with flames being pushed by a wind. This is very, very volatile conditions. They've evacuated the entire town of Shady Cove. Now, the good news is they've managed to get that fire in South Medford, Phoenix, Talent, Ashland under control. That is the Alameda fire. They downgraded the evacuations. They are basically in mop-up stage, touching hot spots and dealing with down power lines. So, but it just totally left the towns of Talent and Phoenix in complete shambles. There was a 55 and older mobile home park that was completely and utterly destroyed. Several businesses along the strip gutted, destroyed, apartments, neighborhoods. It's a mess down there. They have evacuated people to the Jackson County Expo Park, and they put out a need. They're looking for donations of blankets and tents because they have no place to put these. With the freeways and the other highways and byways being shut down because of the multiple fires around us, nobody's going anywhere, and all traffic coming into the valley are stuck in the valley because everybody's stranded. Oh, hotel rooms are full. There's no other options. People are opening their homes up to some folks, and yeah, it's a desperate situation here. But there is some, good news. They got that fire out. Now we got to focus on this massive fire. For the most part, it's wilderness, but there are homes, remote homes, and ranches that are involved in this fire. This is the Obenchain fire, and it started, I believe, yesterday afternoon at 2. It just grew huge. And then we had the winds that picked up, and it just fanned it, and now it's just giant. It's 8,000 acres, I think, is what I said it was earlier in an earlier video. But this is what we're dealing with, folks. This is horrible. So I gotta go let my daughter know. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. I gotta go let my daughter know to keep an eye over her back porch because uh, ash could land on this hillside and then the fire could flame up and come right up to that ridge. That's not good. This is not good, but we're dealing with it. So I've taken you guys on a journey in a previous video on things I did to mitigate any fire fuels around my structures on my homestead. Those are steps you could take anywhere you live. Now we know that even a wildfire can attack you in your city where you live. So just make sure you keep all debris cleaned out and keep trees limbed up and brush cleared out. And oh, yeah, just absolutely be careful. There's another thing you could do that if you get in a wildfire scenario and you can't get away from the fire, try to get behind the fire where it's already burnt and take refuge in the burned out area where it's not hot anymore, uh, because that's already burned out and the fire's most likely not going to return back to that area because there's no fuels left. So that's probably a safe bet to do that. If, last ditch effort. Fires move fast. I don't think you can outrun a fire, especially with this wind and these 3-digit temperatures. It's 103. Well, I'm Jerry Hansen. This is my update from Pine Meadows Hobby Farm over here at Acorn Acres on the Obenchain fire here in Oregon. Yeah, it's growing. 8,000 acres, moving towards Shady Cove. Okay, I'm up at the end of my driveway by the road, obviously, and I wanted to point out on the other side of that ridge, about 3 miles is where a level 3, which is get out, 3.5, 4 miles that way is that level 3 evacuation. And then the fire is just beyond that. But the winds are blowing it that way. We don't have ash falling on us right now, which is a saving grace right now. Just pray that the wind doesn't blow this direction, but that, like I said, that fire is heading straight toward the town of Shady Cove, and it's a ghost town now. They evacuated everybody. Shady Cove and Trail. Yeah. This is nerve-wracking. We got to keep the gate open in case rescue crew have to come in. Yeah, everybody has to leave their gates open so they can get warned and rescue crews can get to them. So, yeah, stay tuned for updates.